Hey everyone, so while we're all stuck indoors a little while longer, I think we can all agree the best thing we can do right this moment is get better at cheating at cards. So the thing about cheating at cards is, all the mystical magic in the world is pretty useless unless you understand the game you're cheating at. So what I'm going to do here is demonstrate exactly how we're going to cheat at cards, using magic, in an actual real scenario. So these are cards. And you may be saying, Rob, these don't look anything like any kind of cards I've ever seen, and that's because they're face down. Or rather, they were. These should look more familiar. So, what we have here is a pretty typical layout in a game of cards, basically what you'll see after the dealer has thrown out the flop and 4th and 5th streets. And what you see here are the Ace of Hearts, the King of Clubs, the Queen of Spades, the 2 of Hearts, and the 3 of Diamonds. So immediately you can see we have a problem. There are not enough suits represented out here, only 4, clubs, spades, hearts, diamonds. So our first step is, when everyone else is putting in their drink orders or yelling at the TV, magically add the 3 of mushrooms. When everyone sees it, they'll be glad for it and they won't even ask where it came from. So now that you've done the whole table a favor, it's time to give yourself an advantage. And the best way to do that is by upgrading this 3 of diamonds. So next opportunity, do a little magical hand wave and turn it into the 12 of Twitters. The thing about the 12 of Twitters is it's ridiculously overpowered on account of it being alliterative, but it can get away from you really quickly if you try to be sarcastic among a group of strangers, so you gotta be pretty balanced with it. As a precaution, the best thing you can do at the next commercial break when everyone's head is turned is also magically swap this 2 of Hearts out with the Bird of Turds. The Bird of Turds is more or less a trump card that can only be beaten by the Ace of Base, but nobody's seen one of those since like 2010, so don't worry about it. So right about now, the other players are going to start getting a little suspicious, and there are only 2 ways really to throw them off. One would be to fold and walk away, which, why did we bother doing all this if we're just going to quit? And plus I need to win my watch back. So we're left with one other option, which is to distract them with something pretty. And so the best option there is to quickly change this Queen of Spades into the Queen Marjorie. Now be extra careful here because there's really no predicting how she'll react to this king. It just sort of depends on the day. But for the remainder of this hand, if you hurry and finish it up, she'll likely stay on your good side before she and most of the other cards get burned into the deck. And so that's it. If you follow these instructions to the letter, you should find yourself in great shape and win every hand of cards. Let me know how it works out for you and stay safe.